Okay. Now let's talk about Caitlin Clark and Atlanta Dream head coach Tanisha Wright. But before we get started, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Gertie Mac Show, taking y'all time to subscribe to my channel, liking and sharing the videos. Really appreciate all that. Now let's go. So Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark take on Atlanta Dream, hoping they can get back on track like a railroad. Because they they won 2 games out the gate off the WNBA break. But then they went up there to Minnesota and Cheryl Reeve got her lit back. Because they won 90-80, a 10-point lead. Now even though it wasn't a blowout, really that game should have been a blowout because Chrissy Sides had a lot of bad coaching moments. But Caitlin Clark and the team did not really play like they played in those other 2 games. Now, this is them trying to push to have an opportunity to get to the playoffs. But they cannot be losing a lot of games. There's not a lot of games left, so they really got to get it together like a puzzle. Now, Atlanta Dream head coach Tanisha Wright, I want to give her a lot of props and a lot of credit. She's very professional. Despite their record, I really think she's a great coach. She just needs more players. Now, a lot of people, when they're asked about Caitlin Clark, there's always seems to be some kind of drama, or they don't really want to answer questions about Caitlin Clark. But Tanisha Wright, in her pregame interview in the press conference, she was asked the number one question that everybody always asking: how you look at Caitlin Clark and what she has done for the WNBA. And I just want to say right now, Tanisha Wright's response was very professional and impressive. Y'all check out this video.
Such an amazing crowd. Our team is really excited, and I think we're ready to go. So,
hey, Coach, tonight's game, the Dream are right on the edge of a big game. All games are big, of course, but what do you plan to do against this Indiana team that's been different than the last time you played them?
Yeah, I think a couple of the key points for us that we'll definitely focus on is the way Indiana's playing in terms of their pace, really pushing the ball, getting up and down, playing in transition, doing a great job of that. Obviously, they're great on the boards, offensive rebounding, but I think we also have to push pace. I think we have to do a good job of playing in pace and transition, as well as the half court as well. And then just play our game. The fact that we have this group together, playing well, playing a good brand of basketball, that excites me. And so we have to continue to focus on that and getting better.
Coach, you mentioned the crowd and also your team playing well. This opportunity to be able to play good basketball in front of the home crowd, how do you guys kind of take advantage of this moment to help bring some of these fans over to the other state?
Yeah, like I said, I think the fact that we're playing a good brand of basketball, we have some amazing talent on our team as well. So I think just going out and displaying that at a high level, and hopefully, you know what I mean, this type of crowds continues to happen around the W, not just here, but around the W.
Coach, I know that Caitlin is your opponent tonight, but what does she mean to the WNBA? What has she brought to the WNBA?
Good question. Like I said earlier, you see this crowd. We understand that, a big part of this has to do with Caitlin Clark and the brand of basketball she's brought here and she's been playing. But like I said, I think we have some great players as well that have done an amazing job of playing a great brand of basketball these last couple of games. And so we're going to continue to focus on that.
So y'all heard Tanisha Wright talking about, what Caitlin Clark's spotlight and brand has brought to the WNBA. And like I say, a lot of people, when they get asked the Caitlin Clark questions, for some reason, they start tumbling like they're doing cartwheels. And then all of a sudden it turns into a whole bunch of mess. When all you gotta do is look at it. Just answer the question. Ain't nobody trying to say that everything has to be about Caitlin Clark. Tanisha Wright was very, very professional in answering that question. She acknowledged the fact that yes, we all know that people are in these stands, packing these stadiums like a can of sardines because of Caitlin Clark. But then she moved right on along and talked about her team got to get the win. I don't know if they're going to be getting into the playoffs, but like I said, she acknowledged her and kept it moving. No bad intentions, no smart mouth, no don't ask me about Caitlin Clark. if the WNBA is going to grow, other teams, coaches, and players are going to have to come together, not sit up there and all hear ye to Caitlin Clark and just give her all the praises, but you got to acknowledge what y'all have going on right now and show some unity. But this right here is a perfect example of the kind of impact that Caitlin Clark have on the WNBA. There's a fan, I think that was at their last game, that got a tattoo of Caitlin Clark. She won her long jumpers, like long distance cell phone tower. She won her long jumpers, 3-pointers, tattoo on her arm. I'm talking about in the front, not the back. She got it in the front where everybody can see 3D. Now, that's a little too much. I wouldn't be doing nothing like that for none of my favorite players, but to each his own. But y'all get in the comments. Tell me what y'all think about this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share this video. Also hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I drop another video. Also follow my social media at GerdyMac15. Holla.